What do you think is next for you? Do you think, I mean, I know a lot of people, they're CRA, there's some people that are CRAs for like 20 years or so, and they just, because they just love the role that much. Other people kind of want to, get off the road and become, either go back to in-house CRAs or, CTLs or lead CRAs. What do you think is next for you?
Um, so next after, well, I know I want to stay a CRA for a few more years, of course. So a lead CRA role would be ideal for me, I guess, in a few years.
Hmm.
But after lead CRA, I would like to transition to the clinical operations leader role.
Hmm.
Um, they're still kind of site facing, but more so client facing. They take on responsibilities for the assigned countries or regions, and they basically like coordinate team members with activities to ensure that the deliverables are met. So they're kind of like a manager for
Right.
the project, I guess.
Right.
Um, and then after that, I would like to move on to the project leader role, which is more of the overall project management aspect where they deal with the financials and everything of that. And it's more client facing. So they do more work with the sponsor than the site. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a key distinction there, because I first got my start on the project management side of things, and I didn't really have much contact with the sites at all. It was all sponsor
Mm-hmm.
facing. So I think that's interesting if people want to get their start on that side as well. But then there's the whole
Yeah.
like clinical operations side, like you said, which is site facing, where they don't have as much contact with the sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely pros and cons to every entry point.
Yeah.
But what do you think? What positions do you feel like are great for people to get into clinical research? Like, I guess if you could have done it over again, would you have chosen a different position?
No, I still would have tried to do like the in-house CRA position, or like the clinical trial associate, or I did apply for a drug safety associate position,
Hmm.
but I think that would be more so with the data management
Hmm.
aspect of it.
Hmm.
But it's hard to like start off as a CRA if you're not, if you weren't previously like a study coordinator or a nurse, like a research nurse.
Right.
So I would have tried to do more of an in-house role. I
Right.
think that's a good way to start.
Yeah, I would agree. That's probably the best way.
Hmm.
If you could really say one is better than the other, that's probably the best way to get your start. Um, and then, what other positions are there that people could apply for? Because, people think CRA, that's all they hear in the news and stuff, and they think they can just come from any industry, no matter the experience level, no matter the education level, and just be a CRA straight up. And they hear about all of the, demand for CRAs, because the demand has been there for a long time now.
Hmm.
Every company is pretty much hiring CRAs at all times. So, um, what would you say are some of the other positions that people could get in on?
If they, let me see. So again, like the clinical monitoring associate, the CMA position, if they see anything for a CTS or CTA, clinical trial specialist or clinical trial assistant. Um, Project specialist may be a good route to go.
Hmm.
I know that's not, more site facing, but they will get clinical research experience. So
Right.
I think that'll be good as well. Let me see. I can't think of the specific names, but the positions that work with like the data management, um, I think that will be good as well.
Like a
Because
clinical data associate or something.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah, that'll be
I
clinical
agree.
data analyst name, something like that.